Welcome back to Advancing with Amy, mental health warrior and Neurospicy mama. Today we're talking with Marcelle Siegel. Marcelle is an expert at neurohacking and is going to talk to us about what exactly that means. So let me go ahead and start by introducing Marcelle. Marcelle, welcome.
Hey, Amy. Thanks for having me.
Oh, thank you for being here. I know you've got a company called Brainrise. I'd like to hear about that. Can you tell me what inspired you to start Brainrise?
Brainrise is a new neurohacking company. So the idea is that we use practical neuroscience, all evidence-based, to bring the chill to your body in a really new way that most people aren't doing. And what inspired it was that there's just this worldwide health crisis, right? So many people need mental health support right now. And I love neuroscience, and I haven't gotten to do neuroscience for a long time. And then my own health journey. So to get kind of vulnerable, I've overcome stress. I started a company, but a few years ago, I was really struggling with stress. I was going through a divorce. It was compounded with menopause hormones, and I got cancer. And then the pandemic was all happening at the same time. So I didn't know what to do. My doctors were not much help. It got so bad that I was like, I couldn't get out of bed in the morning. And I just kind of like, I felt old. I felt like, how am I ever going to feel like myself again? And eventually I was faced with a choice. I could get support for my stress and my health, which was hard to afford, or I could stay stuck in despair and overwhelm. And I knew I had to figure something out, not just for me, but for my kids. And so I chose to find a way to get what I needed and heal the hormonal storm. And a couple months later, like about 3 months later, I was like, okay, I feel better now. And then about another 3 months, I couldn't believe the change that balancing your hormones can bring. I just felt like a different person. I felt young again. And so that's why I'm so passionate about helping people. I help all kinds of people, but especially people like maybe a little neurospicy, a little alternative types, middle-aged professionals, balance their neurochemistry, reduce their stress and anxiety, and kind of grow into a much more wildly healthy body and create an abundance of chill.
So if I understand you, neurohacking is actually the neurohormones?
I define neurohacking as like biohacking that affects your brain. So biohacking means using biological tools and kind of experimenting on yourself and things that can just really make a huge difference. So neurohacking are things that like actually affect your nervous system and brain. So for example, things like red light therapy. Red light therapy people think of as for your face to help you with wrinkles. You see all those red light masks everywhere now. But what I like to say is it's not just for your face. What it does for your face is the least interesting thing about it. Red light therapy is amazing. You put it on your body and it reduces inflammation. And inflammation causes so many diseases in our body. It doesn't just reduce inflammation, it has a cellular effect. It helps you create ATP in all of your cells, including your neurons. And it has a protective effect on your neurons from dying. So what else can you do that helps you not have neurons die? And I love red light therapy. That's like one of my favorite neurohacks because it's just so relaxing and it's so nice to do. You lay there and it feels like the sun is shining on you. It's all the good rays from the sun. It's all the infrared rays. All the bad rays from the sun that are not good for you, all that UV light and stuff is not in the UV lamp. It's not in the red light therapy lamp. It's only the good for you infrared. So you're only getting that good for you warm, feels warm and relaxing. And when you get out of doing it, it's just like, I feel relaxed. You can feel the effect.
And does it give you vitamin D like you get from the sun?
Yes, it helps you produce vitamin D. It helps boost your immune system in a lot of different ways, more so than just the vitamin D. It has a zillion health benefits that include your brain. And there's not many things like that, right? So exercise, I think, is one of those things. Exercise boosts your energy production in your cells. It reduces your stress, but people don't want to exercise, It's hard. And some people may have health problems that prevent them from exercising too. So I love working with red light therapy because it's one of those things that's just it's really easy to do and it feels amazing. So you want to keep doing it. Super relaxing. And it helps your immune system. your nervous system, all kinds of systems, basically all your systems. You can order them from just a lamp. You can just get a light bulb that is an infrared approved light bulb. It's a heat lamp, basically. So if you've ever been to a pet store where they sell those little infrared bulbs for reptiles, that's what that is. It's the same thing, except they make them now bigger for humans, and they're much more powerful. Humans need more power, so they're more powerful. They're like, you want to get like a 250 watt bulb. You can just plug it into your lamp, and that one bulb will have an amazing, fantastic effect. That's a great way to start, because just one bulb isn't that expensive. But if you want to get more into it, you can also buy one device. So they sell devices that's just an infrared device. And I have a list on my Radiance protocol. It kind of compares a bunch of the different products and recommends some of the ones that are like best for your health. Because some of them are just, there's a few companies there who are just out there to make money and they don't care that much about your health. And there's more and more of those companies out there because red lights become very popular. So in my Radiance protocol, I have a whole thing of comparing the different lights, but I'll give you a couple of things to start with. So one thing you can start with is something called a TheraBulb, that's the one I started with. It's just a simple red light bulb. It works great. It's not the warmest one out there, but that's one of the cheap ones out there. And then you can just get more. As you like doing it, you can just add on another light and add on another light. You can create a whole sauna. This is my goal right now, is to get like a whole sauna going. Because you get even more effects when you get the effects of sauna, because then you're like sweating out all the toxins.
Oh, wow. That sounds amazing. I'm definitely going to try that.
It's so fantastic.
What other techniques do you use?
I love to use HBOT. I love to recommend HBOT to certain people. So I was working with one person who had long COVID, and they were having neurological effects from the long COVID, which is very common with COVID. So if you're experiencing that, a lot of what's happening is that you're getting inflammation along your brain or even your spinal cord. Doing HBOT is hyperbaric oxygen therapy, and it basically infuses your body with oxygen. So just regular oxygen that we breathe, that we need to breathe, it just gives you extra oxygen, basically. And it also has a wonderful anti-inflammatory effect and can actually cure those types of symptoms. So HBOT is one I recommend for certain people to go get in a facility. You have to go to a clinic to get that. The things that I like to use are some easier things are things like neurofeedback. So I love you can get a personal device now that goes on your own head. You can buy it yourself, and you can train your brain to get balanced as far as the brain waves.
That's cool.
If you need to get into a relaxed state, you can train your brain to get into a relaxed state easier. So I love the neurofeedback. And then let's see what else. I also use metabolic devices. So our metabolism has a huge effect on our mental health. And that's another thing that's just really advanced science. It's something that, there's now a new center for metabolic psychiatry at Stanford. So that what that tells us is, hey, this is like big new science, right? This is like the big new thing. Most people haven't heard about it yet, but it's just totally exciting as well, is that you can affect your mood and even serious mental health conditions through metabolic interventions.
Wow, that is really interesting.
It's so exciting. And people have been they've changed from things like ADHD, things like bipolar, through diet and metabolic interventions. Don't have to be on their meds anymore, or have drastically reduced their meds. Yeah, remission of serious conditions through metabolism.
I would love that.
So,
yeah.
I love it. So I'm so excited to use those kinds of techniques helping people with nutrition. I use a device called a Lumen, which helps measure your metabolism and see what you need to eat next.
I have a friend that has one. Yes.
Yeah, they're wonderful. They're really simple to use, and they help you get into the metabolic flexibility state that you need to be in. So I use hacks like that. I use the neurohacks of metabolism. I'm not a psychiatrist, I'm a doctor, so I don't do all the super fancy metabolic psychiatry and giving you your exact nutrition plan that you need. You'd have to go to a specialist for that. But I help people get started with that and you can feel so much better just with a few changes.
That sounds great. And we actually met through a bundle program, and you're giving away a freebie that has to do with neurohacking, right?
Yeah. It's called Nourish, and it teaches you about nourishing your brain and your nervous system with healthy foods, which foods are healthy for your brain and why, what to eat more of and what to eat less of. And there's a couple of recipes in there as well.
I saw them. They looked pretty good.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
And tell me about your freebie for the bundle.
I am giving away a journal. It's called Warrior's Guide to Manifestation and helps you manifest whatever it is you want to happen in your life.
Amazing.
Yeah.
I love that idea of like being a warrior for your mental health. Like,
yeah,
we have to be strong.
Exactly. We got to keep fighting.
Yeah, it's hard.
Yeah. Well, you want to talk about the bundle a little bit?
Yeah, so we are in this amazing bundle. It's called the Best Summer Ever Bundle. It's a really big one. There are hundreds of resources available for free, and they involve wellness and health and mental health and personal development, but also things that you might do outside of that area, like hobbies and business and finances and relationships. And it's just got an amazing amount of fantastic free resources. And there's also a really great VIP option where you just pay a small amount to upgrade and you get these more intense resources. Yeah. Things that maybe are like a little more expensive, you get them for an amazing price.
This is my first bundle I've ever been in. I didn't even know what a bundle was before this.
Oh my gosh, you're gonna be so happy. This is gonna work really well for you because this is a really big one.
Yeah.
It's gonna be fantastic. Yeah.
And so just to let our listeners know, a bundle is online resources like she was talking about. They're digital products. It could be a journal. It could be a video, a training session. It could be a checklist. It can be any number of things, but it's all something you can download on your computer and get for free.
So there's a bunch in there. I'm excited to go check out. And you can choose also. It's not like you get 200 resources sent to you. You get to go through the bundle and choose which ones you're interested in, which makes it really awesome too, because you're not just hit with 5,000 emails. You get to choose which ones you want to sign up for. So that makes it really good as well. And this is a really well-run one. I've been in the bundles run by Faith Mariah before, and they do a really great job of making it fun and doing a good job of organizing everything that needs to be done.
Yeah, she seems great. Are you in her master... I forget what she calls it.
Yeah.
A master plan? Or?
Yeah, it's called Mastermind.
Mastermind.
Yeah, it's for businesses. And she's a former social worker. So she calls herself, I think, the mindset magician. She's so good at mindset and helping people with their worries about business and their anxieties and their depressions and all of their feelings that go along with taking a huge risk and running a business. So she's great at mindset and then great at helping us develop. And she runs these types of bundles, and then the people in the mastermind get to be in those as well, which is kind of a nice benefit too.
That is nice. And she's super organized because I couldn't put this all together.
Oh my God. Yeah, I don't think I'd want to run one of these. There's a big team.
Yeah.
She's got a team.
If I had a team, I might try it. All right. Is there anything you want to talk about that we haven't talked about?
I wanted to mention that I have my Radiance pack in the VIP option of this bundle. Ooh. So if you're interested in learning about red light therapy, it's a whole pack worth $157 that you'll get for the really low bundle price, plus like a ton of other resources that you might be interested in. So it's a really good deal right now. And there's a protocol to help you learn about red light therapy and which lights to buy. And then there's an actual challenge where you get to work with me in a little group, and we'll do red light therapy together, so you can get all your questions answered if you're new to it, and kind of work in a fun group to get healthy.
Yeah, that sounds great. And the important thing to know about that VIP price is I believe it's $19 right now, and on Monday it goes up to $29. So I'm going to put that link in the show notes, and you can get on that wait list and upgrade to the VIP now so that you can save $10.
Yeah, super.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Marcelle. I enjoyed having you on the show.
Yeah, thank you so much, Amy. Thanks for having me.
No problem. You have a great weekend. All right. That concludes our show today. I hope you learned a lot about neurohacking. And I hope you get a chance to go into the show notes and get the link to get on the wait list for that bundle. It starts tomorrow. All right, everybody, have a great weekend, and don't forget to subscribe and share.